really been a pleasure to work with Governor Branstad on this event that we put together for Mary Mosiman. I've known Mary Mosiman for over a decade, and she was a delight to work with in Story County as our Story County Auditor. And there's really nobody that I can think of in the state of Iowa that would have been better for the governor to appoint to this position. And I don't know that there's anybody that's a harder worker or a harder campaigner, so I know Mary's going to be a great addition to the ticket in 2014. So congratulations, Mary. And with that, please give our governor a nice round of applause, and thank you for being here, sir.
AJ Spiker, thank you very much, and thank you for hosting this for Mary here at the Republican headquarters here in the state of Iowa. As you know, David Lt did a great job. He served more than 10 years as our state auditor, and he was always a voice for fiscal responsibility. First of all, you remember he got elected because he was the only CPA running for auditor. And I had the honor of serving on the American, as a public member of the National Board for the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants. I have a great deal of respect for the integrity and the knowledge and the preciseness of CPAs. And David Lt built a reputation as being a watchdog for the taxpayers of Iowa, as our auditors have traditionally and historically done. So we're very proud of that record. But he also was a big help in getting our state's finances back in order. We had a period of time when the Democrats controlled everything, and you know what happened then. They went on a big spending spree, and they were using one-time money for ongoing expenses. They were circumventing our spending limitation law by saying notwithstanding the law that said you can only spend 99% of revenue and spending more of that. And then when they ran out of money, then they started borrowing money. Well, that's a recipe for disaster, and David Lt really was a wonderful voice for what we need to do. And sometimes Republican legislators as well as Democratic legislators didn't always appreciate his honesty in terms of pointing out the budget situation. And we need an independent auditor that really reports to the people of Iowa as to the fiscal condition of our state. David did a great job, and the fact that he did that and we got our state's finances straightened out, I think got the attention of the people at the national level. So the Government Accounting Standards Board chose him to be their chair for the next 7 years. That's a great honor. And that they oversee the accounting standards for all state and local government throughout the country. And so for our state auditor to be chosen for that position, I think, is it not only a tribute to David Lt, but I think to the people of Iowa and what we were able to accomplish. So then, of course, that gave me the important responsibility of choosing a new state auditor. That had not happened since Lloyd Smith died and Bob Ray appointed Dick Johnson as state auditor. So that's the last time this situation has occurred. And I took this responsibility very seriously. We actually asked the Iowa Society of CPAs to help us and make recommendations. We made it possible for people to apply online. I ended up interviewing 3 people. The Lieutenant Governor and I did together. Interviewed 3 CPAs. I thought we needed to have another CPA, and we needed somebody that would be a watchdog for the Treasury. But I also wanted a Republican and somebody that would run for the office, you know. With Mary Mosiman, we found somebody that was a CPA, had the right philosophy to be the watchdog for the taxpayers and to point out what needs to be done to keep Iowa on a sound fiscal basis. But we also found someone that had won 3 times in Story County, and those of you who know Story County politics know that's not an easy task. She was elected auditor 3 times in Story County, and by the way, she is the first woman to be the auditor of the state of Iowa. You know, it costs money to run for public office. So, Mary, I want to be one of the first to contribute. I have a $250 check for your campaign. So, I hope I asked the Lieutenant Governor to say a few words, but I want to say that the Lieutenant Governor and I do a lot of traveling together and do town hall meetings. We were in Sac City the other day.
Oh, yeah.
We did a town hall meeting in Sac City, and right at the end of that meeting, this young woman got up and introduced herself, and she's Mary's daughter, completed her first year of teaching. Right. She just finished her first year of teaching and music, I believe it is, in Sac City. Anyway, and she even looks like her mother. So I want to introduce, we're getting all these really strong women on the ticket.
The governor is all over the place, and it's a challenge. He says he's met his match in terms of energy and passion to serve, but he flew up to Okoboji to address ABI and back, and we had three other events before that. So I told him if he was flying up there with the weather that we had today, he had promised to come back, and he said there's no danger of that. But I want to tell you, I got to know Mary. We're both local government county officials. So Mary was in the auditor's office, and I served in the treasurer's office. And I can tell you firsthand that she was very involved in her association and in a leadership position. And Mary is so respected by her colleagues and local government officials all across the state of Iowa. So she is starting out with a phenomenal network of individuals that know her, trust her, and absolutely understand what this woman is capable of. She is a CPA, she's talented, she's energetic, and she is going to do a phenomenal job of representing the State Auditor's office, and it's going to be a great year. I think the ballot is looking pretty darn good, and so anyway, but she can't do it by herself, and the governor was the first to contribute. Mary, I don't have my checkbook with me, so but it's in the mail, I promise. You will get a check from me also, but she needs your help. This is a great turnout, so each of you need to go back into your communities and either throw a house party or see what you network, get people behind her, and I know she's going to be willing to travel all over the state and meet these individuals so she can talk about the great things that she's going to do as the elected state auditor for the state of Iowa. So, Mary, thanks.